What's going on, guys? Nathan here, bringing you a tip video pretty much on how to automatically improve your YouTube videos if you don't know how to do this already. This is kind of aimed towards the new YouTubers, being this isn't a very well-known tip, but I'm sure you'll realize that after watching this video that all of the bigger guys, already know how to do this, and they do it for every one of their videos. So basically what I'm going to be talking about is resample, and for some reason resample is put on in Sony Vegas by default. I'm not sure about other video editing programs such as Camtasia or Adobe Premiere, but this is kind of for Vegas specifically, being it puts on resample by default for some reason. Basically, what resample is, if you don't know what it is a blending of frames in your video to make it look not really that good. I would suppose there are some cases, some rare cases, where resample would be an advantage, but mostly you always want to disable it because it's a blending of frames that just makes the video look terrible, and you'll see in a second if we go into Vegas here and kind of break it down. Basically, before I do that, though, I have two sample clips that I want you guys to watch to kind of see the difference right away. So this is without resample. We'll just watch the entire thing, and I'll make sure to shut up and make it full screen. Jesus, okay, there we go. Alright, we'll start it over. Okay, so that's pretty much the end of the video, and I chose this clip because there's a lot of action going on in this clip, not because I do good or anything. But now let's watch the same clip with resample. This was rendered without disabling it, so let's start it over. Here we go. Okay, there we go. So you might have noticed with resample looks a lot worse, and I'll make sure to point these out in Vegas, but let's go into Vegas and kind of break down why the one with resample looks a lot worse, because there is actually a lot of frame blending going on. So let's just go ahead and watch it one more time, and I've got markers here to show where the clip looks pretty much terrible. Okay, actually, no, let's just kind of skip to... Alright, so this is mark number 1. Here is what resample does to your videos. It blends your frames so that there are like little highlights from your last frame, and it kind of blends it. It'd be kind of the equivalent of if I did this with the second video, if I kind of blended it right here, except that with resample it's happening really, really, really fast. It's not such a long transition, but it's basically the same concept. So like mark number 2, for example, also shows a good example of how resample is really terrible. See, you can see like ghost imprints of these scouts here, and because they're moving so fast, the video doesn't render correctly where like it's catching up to each frame. So then we got mark number 3, just to kind of show another example. You can see once again that same deal. But then if we actually go ahead and look at the this clip right here, we'll mark that down. So number 4, this should be in the same. Let's see, is this with the resample properties? Okay, that's with resample. Alright, so now without resample, you have that same frame, but without the ghost, part of the pyro, and without the little second to go I was reloading the scattergun. And if we move on to mark number 2, you have the same thing. It'll catch up there. There we go. So now the scouts don't have their little ghost imprint, and it's just something that's really, really nice, clear-cut, smooth kind of. And to disable resample, it's actually really simple. So if you're in Vegas, which I'm in just Vegas 9, you simply right-click the clip and click disable resample. Now what you can do, I think, and I just discovered this recently, is you can actually, one second, you can actually highlight these clips here, and then go to properties, and then disable resample. Otherwise you'd have to do it for every single clip that you drag into the track, such as if I drag my intro in here, I'd have to disable resample on that every single time. You just check it, click OK, and now it's fine. But Yeah, that is definitely a PSA for new YouTubers, simply because the more I see with like community of TF2 people keep submitting these videos, I just keep noticing resample after resample after resample. So just a quick tip for you guys to disable that in the future. It'll make your videos look a lot better. So that's pretty much the video, guys. Thank you all for watching. Please leave a rating on it if you did enjoy it. And as always, subscribe for more Team Fortress 2 and other content like you've seen on my channel previously. And that's the video once again. And peace out.